Let's try and fit in another game of blitz chess. But this is 5-minute blitz, so 1806, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. Nearly 1,000 games for a opponent, that's really good. You see about 1900 in all-time controls. Let's play Sicilian for this, just for some variety's sake. See, I'm not a regular Sicilian player, so more likely to go wrong in this. It is what it is, though. It's just the fun of chess. You don't want to play exactly the same opening every game. We're just going to try and get our knights into play, get castled. Got to watch out for these sort of ideas, though. Let's bring this knight up first. Okay, comes forward. Just got to be careful on the theory. I think bishop up is a move here because there's no immediate queen down. So I think it's a move, and then we've got the option to bring the knight either way. He could still take and bishop down. And I can always just play knight up, maybe, or pawn up. Got to be a bit careful. Got to be careful. Yeah, knight's gone back. So I'm going to play knight up if down. I think knight across is okay. Well, let's castle, but bishop down. I'm walking into potential ideas now, so I've got to be careful. Oh, now he's gone there. He wants queenside, I guess. Let's just push up then. If take, we take and we hit everything. If you push on, we just take. Yeah, he's castled, so can we just push on? Is knight across actually a good move here? Takes, queen takes, we can force things off the board. I think we should probably take the pawn first. Here you just take, right? So let's just take. Then I'm looking at knight or queen across. Knight across to trade the knight and then queen across. What do you do here with white? Has white got a knockout blow? Possibly. If I take here first, then I can't move my knight. But if you take back, I guess I've just got the simple knight takes. But if I take here, the bishops get active, so it could really get explosive, this. That tends to happen in the Sicilian. Yeah, hits the bishop, logical, good move. Can we ignore it and take? But then the bishops get really powerful, don't they? Take, queen takes. I don't have queen forward. Maybe I've got queen across. Takes, takes, takes. Yeah, if we just had that one extra move. I guess I'm going to take. If queen takes, I've got knight across, right? Do that first. If we can get rid of one of the bishops, he might even sack the rook here. I think the bishops might be more powerful. So I'll pre-move that. But if we can trade the bishop, I think we're then okay to take. I think we are. So take, take. And we just need to get development completed. How do we do it? Queen up is probably a move. If you take the knight, I take the queen. Take, take, we hit the bishop. It looks fine. I don't think I can do something like this. I think that's a bit much. So I'm going to offer the queen trade. But white's getting potentially very quick development here. And quicker development mean my bishop is just basically stuck. So how on earth do we get the bishop into play? Yeah, it doesn't trade. So knight across I like the look of just to hit the knight. Can you just ignore it? I might be better doing something like this. Here, I guess I can throw a check in. It's not easy, is it? Not easy. What about pawn up? Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not overly thrilled by this. I think maybe queen across. Because again, you can't move your bishop, and I'm threatening knight across. I could have checked, but it just pushes the king across. But here you can't move your light squared bishop. Now you can, but I can just jump over. I can try and trade pieces. The queen is what I really want to trade, but the knight for the bishop would be good as well, at least in principle. If the bishop moves anywhere, I just take the queen. I think knight comes over, so I guess I can just check and take. It does open a file though. Or can I check here? Does it matter which way I go? Check. Something across takes. I guess you go with the pawn anyway. Maybe then pawn up. Yeah, I'm going to go forward and take, I think. I'm just trying to get this bishop into play. Not easy to see how. I think he'll take with a pawn to open up the file. I'm just debating whether I dare push this to release the bishop. This would be nice as a concept, but knight might get a little bit jumpy then. I don't think I can get away with going here, allowing moves like knight back. If you go with the knight there, I'd be quite pleased. Then I probably can push the pawn. Indeed, goes with a pawn. So can I do this to get my bishop into the game, or do I go for quick development here? I think I should go for the pawn, just so I can quickly get my bishop up and drop the queen back maybe. Let's come back and activate the bishop. So we both used 3 minutes already. I mean, much riskier the Sicilian games, just as a general guide. Here and then back could be good. Again, I'm really happy if you just trade knight for bishop. We're up a pawn as well, so we can afford to lose a pawn and we're still basically level. Yeah, it comes forward, but the problem is if I take now you take, I'm then the one in a pin. So I think I can just drop the bishop back, right? Or maybe not. Back you can push forward. So can I go here and hit the rook and threaten to trade then? If you take, I just take the queen and then take the rook. Well, I'm threatening to take, especially if the rook moves. Then activate the rooks, push my pawn, and that sort of concept. That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, maybe you can just drop the knight back and afford to trade that way. But queen takes. Yeah, rook comes forward, so can I just take now? I think I can. There might be a discovery. Okay, he just goes for it, so now I'm just going to drop the bishop back. I don't know if it matters where I go. Then try and just get the rooks into the game. Okay, there. We might as well push forward and just try and drive on. Got to give my king a square as well. Right, let's do that now. So we've given ourselves a bailout square. Now we can worry about activating the rooks. I've missed rook across there. I just realised you might have to trade a rook off, because obviously the bishop cuts the king. So we're going to do that now. Knight check, I'll just step forward. You just got to be careful about the back rank. He could double the rooks up and trade. That's what he's going for. So let's play... Let's play king up. I've just got to be careful about ideas like this. Yeah, that's what he's gone there for. He hits my pawn, does that matter? Because he's threatening to take here as well. Let's go here. I'm going to try and bank on this if we trade the rooks. So it's going to be a race of pawns. But if you come back here, the bishop dominates the knight, so he's going to be a little bit careful. My pawns are potentially quick. He might need his king across. Yeah, he's realised. Okay, I can trade that. Now, can I split the pawns here? Ooh, has that allowed bishop down? That's got to be a blunder. Here I just take. I think he's blundered it. Just getting low on time. I think he's blundered it. So now I should be able to safely sacrifice. Just make sure the bishop's on a square. Like here I just drop back. As long as I can sack the bishop for the pawn, we should be good. So now we just make sure our king's with our pawns. And far enough from the bishop that we don't blunder it. And obviously quick enough that we don't run out of time. Let's go here. Okay. Let's check and come back. Now I can go here because there's no check and then push on. But we just need to be able to trade here. Okay, we get rid of that pawn. We just march on. King up. we just check there. That's a very good win, a good game, but we got a good win, but well done by my pawn. It takes 2 to make a good game there. But that's, hold on, I've clicked on somebody wrong there. What have I done there? I didn't click on myself, did I? That's what I wanted to be on. 55 moves, so they're the move times of both players. Let's request an analysis. I must have clicked on a player who was next to me in the list there. Yeah, I just play Sicilian for occasional variety, so I don't know the theory all that well. I have got books in it, I have studied it obviously many years ago, but just for some variety these days. So I'm much more likely to go wrong, but let's see how we actually did. I think we played the end game pretty well. Okay, we've been a little bit better here. It's gone closer, but what, we +3 to +1, so we've made some mistakes. But we're better out of the opening somewhere. And this looks to be where it is. Oh, we're better a bit here. Then it's gone back level. Actually, we're +2 very early in the game. So what did we do wrong here? So this is all good. This is all kind of just a standard setup that you're aiming for with a Sicilian. So bishop up wasn't best. Knight to f6 was the best move. But then we gain an advantage. We can just see from the graph here for the next few moves. And then it goes back to level. So what did we do wrong here? This is fine. We should have played rook across immediately because the knight supports it. So we should have developed there. I presume you would go back. So we should have played rook d8, queen back, trade, bishop takes, then take, and then develop the knight, then develop the other knight. Okay, but see, unless you see the whole entire line, you know, the eval could be completely different. But this is what the engine says we should have done. But then from this point on, we've just basically gained a steady advantage and played the game pretty well for the rest of it. But it takes 2 to play a good game, so the final figures, 93% versus 89% accuracy, the CPL 29 versus 45. So good effort by my opponent there, well done.